Shalom guys, I hope that you are doing well. I'm just jumping in here to check the energy real quick, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. It can be very intense. We look at a lot of real hard energy sometimes on this channel, moral law, criminal activity, the scriptures found in the tarot, and so it's honored here, and so we just let the spirit of truth just speak how the Great One needs to speak. And people call the Great One universe and divine, and he's all of that, but his scriptural name that is found in the tarot is Jehovah Elohim, and he is Yeshua. And anyway, I love him with all my heart. I'm not ashamed of him. And so anyway, I get really tired of the intro, but I do want to give you an opportunity to know who I am before we get into this. I'm not churchy or religious. I'm for the truth, and you could go back actually onto a video that I did today, and I discussed a little bit about who I am and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, so to cut to the chase, those of you who are returning, welcome back, guys. Happy birthday, happy anniversary as well. After I actually, today I explained that the energy flow on me has been really heavy. And after I did the little chit chat that I did with you all, I kind of sat back for a while and I watched a couple of videos that I had done. And was just listening to Spirit, and I came and pulled a couple cards two different ways, from my homemade deck and from the tarot in two separate time frames of doing it, and crying energy was coming out, like specifically somebody just crying about something, somebody's shedding some tears, and it came out in wording, like I said, in the tarot, in the pictures, just because I know what that word is in the Hebrew, and it literally came out in my homemade deck as well, in wording itself. And so I just wanted to check. I got on my face and just began to meditate and just to connect with Jehovah, and I shed some tears myself, and because I was feeling the energy flow has just been something else. But I'm feeling it within somebody in my soul group, and for the collective, or something's going on with this. I just wanted to just do a little reading, just pull a couple cards and see what Jehovah wants to bring out about it. And a lot of people, I believe, are weighing decisions on what to do, how to do something. If you're feeling convicted, that's good. That's good. That's a good thing. That means you still have your conscience within matters. And Jehovah's going to help you to make the right choice when you're connected with him. Jehovah, come on in here. We just remember your marvelous works and your wonderful judgments. And we just invite you in here, and we just ask that you just lead the way and you wipe every tear, because I know that you are going to. What do you want to say, Jehovah? What's going on in the now? Jehovah, rebuke and bind and block every wicked, foul, dark energy. What do you want to bring in the now? There's some type of, I did see the Emperor a couple different times, as well as the Devil card again. And so there's still some, restriction and stuff like that. I also seen a bunch of people coming out in one of the times that I sat down as I was connecting with Jehovah as well. So, Jehovah, what do you want to bring out here? What's going on? And I also feel like a sloppiness as well for somebody, just feeling there's something, there's loyalty situations going on. The loyalty should be to the truth, the Six of Swords, needing to leave troubled waters behind, or you're going to be loyal to the truth. Within the truth, yes, the Ace of Swords is here. And I've seen a lot of swords coming out as well. I've seen the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Justice card was there, the Four of Swords. I mean, I've seen a bunch of stuff that was coming out. Thoughts in people's minds just going off within some matters, because there's Seven Swords out here. There's the guiltiness within matters. And Jehovah is going to help you. If you have a conscience, then he's going to help you. perception. We have the 9th house coming out here, which goes to perception and travel situation. We have the 6 of Swords out here. That's also a travel card as well. This and again, the 9th house goes back to the truth of something. Spiritual matters as well. Decisions by authorities, and this weighing pros and cons and decisions keeps coming out in a couple different ways. I'm trying to get that out of the frame because sometimes I'll go back and watch a video and just a little piece will be poking out and it'll bother me. I'm just like, why am I not paying attention to the frame? I just get so into the message. Something about a feed store is here, or something about, you know, just a store in general, whatever that is, or you live on a farm, it comes out all the time. Travel is here, and the 9th house also goes to travel as well. So we have travel, the word travel, the 9th house goes back to travel. Okay, so some type of a truth about a travel, some type of situation that has been stormy is here, and loyalty situations around that. Some people are dealing with pregnancy situations. There's some type of clarity when the Ace of Swords comes out. Destitute and forsaken, and somebody has been in need of food and shelter. We have a feed store as well. Knowing that people have gone through some hard time. Family reunion energy is here. Things that have taken place when you traveled, and then what happened after that was just a storm in itself. So we do have, if you're dealing with spiritual matters, you are. There's a reverend out here. You just tell it, please. A wild goat. Will that take you back to the devil card? Because normally it shows up like a goat. So your grandparents are here, or if you're, you know, if it was your parents, but there's grandparent energy and something about at a party. Well, we have some type of a reunion of some sort within some type of travel coming out here within a matter. Hospital situations also coming out here, but we have marriages and morals coming out here that need to be healed. Okay. And it's known. It states there that there's a knowing there. Somebody got bruised and with ropes. They got their wrists bound together and they got lashed with the rope. And they got hurt really hard within a matter. Well, there's a person out here. Somebody either did that to a grandparent, or a grandparent did that to somebody, or however that's working out. Or somebody lied and said somebody did that. That's also come through my spirit. I feel like somebody lied and said somebody did something like that. For whatever reason, why that's coming through my spirit, that ain't going to be for everybody. Because for some people, that somebody did possibly got beat by a person, a parent, or grandparent did that, or whatever's taking place. But also feel like somebody stated that somebody did that, somebody went and got a beating for something that they didn't do, but for whatever had taken place around the situation, for other purposes. Something's coming through my spirit about that. We have the 18th letter coming out, and this is the letter B. This goes back to fertility and nutrition. We got something about food out here. Somebody was left destitute and needing shelter and food, or got thrown out of just some kind of organization or something. And so there's something to do with that energy here. Pregnancy situations is also here. And, you know, children and things, pleasures, things like that. I feel like I'm going to take another room. Somebody has been in rebellion. This is the letter N. So the B and the N, or this looks like an X. You could be done with your X as well. The B and the X, the box. Something about a box, or something about somebody's name is Ben. It could be here. Ben or Benny. If I want to take the phonics of the box and turn this into backs, something about somebody's back, something happened behind somebody's backside within some situation, obviously something's happened out here. This also goes back to worries and necessities as well. We got a lot of stuff coming out here about food and being destitute, and what am I going to do about shelter, or something's taking place within a matter with family. Okay, somebody's got rebellion on them, and there's agitation. There's been a strong compulsory tie somewhere. This is rebellion. Somebody's in rebellion. Somebody don't care, apparently. Well, this person's fixing to get, if you can't forgive or love, or because there's a lie here. Somebody's in rebellion because they're guilty of something. Seven of Swords is a guilty card. I've done too much here. I can't get over it because of what I did. If somebody, however that whipping somebody and bruising somebody up and binding somebody by the wrist, if somebody has done some type of sacrifice to somebody, then I guess you got the mark. That's the mark. That's the mark here, showing up here. Somebody does. Somebody does. Somebody's got the mark, and I guess there's not a forgiveness. They're guilty. You already stated today that somebody is guilty. So we have little lovers and messages here, and somebody going to have a favorable testimony because Jehovah stated that there would be a court trial for somebody as well. So we got the pages coming out. Both these can go to little lovers and a seducing energy. And remember, I did a reading today. Something like that was coming to the surface. Somebody just can't. There's the other woman. Somebody just can't get out of their stuff because they got rebellion on them. They're secretive. There's a seducing energy out here. Somebody needs to beware. Somebody don't care. Yeah, somebody molds, make no idols. Somebody has idols. They're in rebellion to Jehovah. They need to be cast out. They do need to be cast out. Quietness and being guided into a journey, a sigh of rest. That's for the people that are standing in the truth. You don't have to feel these wickedness. We got the house of Jacob here where we get our faith. We got high discernment from all this wickedness. What else should I bring out here, Jehovah? Yes, somebody was slapped and struck and attacked from the rear inside. Okay, somebody also, this is surround the crown. Okay, that the crown and the skull and that kind of stuff has come up quite a bit. This goes back to suffering, the crown area. Okay, well, Jehovah brought out today in the book of Revelation about these things coming out of a river that I spoke about, and their heads were, they look like crowns as well. Somebody's fixing to get tormented for some things that they've done because they're in rebellion. They won't repent. They can't repent. They're screwed. So we got the Shabbat and we got the commandment, and that's exactly what I spoke about today. It's exactly what I spoke about today. There's a commander out here as well, an ordinance, a law, and if you ain't walking in the law of love, you're screwed. There's manslaughter again. There is manslaughter out here. Give me just a second because I don't feel a release. Just don't feel a release. It's a heartbreak. The Shabbat has a meaning of ceasing, somebody dying here as well. Also can have, obviously we know what the Shabbat is because I spoke about it. It's a special day. So something did literally happen on a Shabbat day, on a Saturday or something like that, because we do have, people that were gathering for family reunions and stuff like that. Then I guess Jehovah specifically bringing that day out here. Because it also goes back to a celebrating day as well. It can have a meaning to that. So let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses since it's out here. And then we also have guiding to rest there, and the Shabbat is about resting. So that's here as well. And it is a commandment that gives us a sign, and some people, they don't give a rip. They don't give a rip. There is traveling out here. Somebody got defeated within something. You know, Cupid's little arrows. But again, somebody's guilty for manslaughter. There's going to be jail and prison for somebody. There's a lot of money that was left around whatever's taking place with this attack that happened on this trip. Well, and then there's going to be happiness afterwards, because the people of the Most High, they do rest. I'm hearing B'nai, and then Jehovah's sons and daughters, they prophesy. Okay, which go back to B'nai, the sons of the living Elohim. If somebody's name is Benny or something like that, we've also got the I out here, because the bet is also coming out here, and then we have the B here as well. So the two B's is a BB, and that's somebody's eye. That's the pupil of an eye. Somebody's name could also be Bub, or somebody might, you know, be called Bub or something like that. Jax would be here on the pillar as well. And Tax and Texas would be here as well. What am I missing here? The job is here. We got a lot of stuff that's coming out here. Job is here. That's also a name. We have death and life situations going on. And a new beginning. A change is here. A message is here. And so we got the job, and we've got a employee here. Death. There's manslaughter here. And it's because somebody has literally took the mark of the beast. They've made some type of an idol. They do not keep the commandments. There is a wild goat out here. That's the devil. All right. And there's something huge out here. And they're just not going to get away with it. Jehovah just keeps saying so. There's a decision. What's the pros and cons about? Guilty or not guilty? Because Jehovah keeps saying they're guilty. Somebody got the mark up on them. They're guilty. Okay, there has been a favorable testimony. There is a change out here. So let Jehovah state so. Okay, there's the skull itself showing up as well. And we have the crown area up here on the head. Okay, so we have the scholar there as well. The ninth house specifically is here. That can go back to like philosophy and scholars and things like that as well. A lover energy, and somebody that plays a guitar is out here as well. So we have spiritual matters going on because we have a reverend here. Okay, well, I just wanted to check the energy and see what was going on, because like I said, there were tears everywhere because of death situations, because of the strike that has taken place behind the back of somebody and it's caused somebody to die and everything else. There's an offer and an honor here. Well, we have large sums of money that have been stolen. Here comes the sword, people, and it is coming. Either you're going to get up and do the right thing and make a choice. You know, today is the day of salvation. You ain't going to do it. I guess you're fixing to take a big slaughter. These people are going away because Jehovah stated so. And I'm glad. I'm glad, because Jehovah's going to have his way. And the kingdoms of this world, this judgment day, there's a judgment, are going to be the kingdoms of our Elohim. Thank you, Jehovah.